Hello everyone and welcome to a new, I guess, mini-series on my channel, and it is revolving around bucket coding, so if you don't have any idea what that is, then this probably isn't the series for you. But if you do know a little bit or really have any knowledge of bucket coding, you should be able to do this project alongside me during this series, or this mini-series. And this is going to be a mini-game series, and I'm not too sure what minigame we're gonna make just yet, but I do want to get it all set up and have a repository going on GitHub or something for you guys to use. And yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and make the project on camera here. We're going to probably go into what's this? Got to get this place going, or this workspace set up. Let's go ahead and name this project Minigame, or actually I'm gonna name it Core. There, that's gonna be the location of it, and we're going to name the project Minigame or something. And we're also gonna have this episode, what is this, 20 to probably around 24, 25. I'm not sure yet, so I'm just gonna say episode 20 plus. We're gonna go and create that there. Alright, so we have this set up. And it is going to tell us some stuff over here we don't need. And now what we can go ahead and do is we can set up Git. Now, this may be a little complicated to do, but you do need the GitHub app on your computer, and I'm not sure what's open on here, but we're going to need to do that, and it is going to be pretty basic. Okay, so it's all this stuff here. So you want to go up to this plus button as soon as you've installed it and made an account. No, I don't want that. Let's go ahead and go into here and choose where our workspace is. So we know it's going to be here. We're going to say core, and the name is going to be minigame episode 20 plus. And I'm going to name this just minigame, and we're going to create that. So now you can see it's going to give us all this here. We don't need that. Hold on, we need to go under minigame here. I don't know what this is, so remove. So minigame, we got this here. There's nothing here. So if we go ahead and say create a class, this should mirror over, and if it doesn't, I will reset up the project really quick. So if we type in our main package name, minigame dot, we're just gonna call the class main or something like that. I haven't called the class main in months. But now that we've made our main class, if we go back to the GitHub thingy here, what we need to do, oh, it's okay, so it doesn't seem like it worked. So we need to go into add. Okay, yeah, we go. So go to add instead of create, and then go into your workspace wherever it may be. And what did I name it? I think I named it core. So core, open, boom, create and add repository. And there we go. Okay, now it actually got what we needed. So don't use create. Yeah. So you can see we have this main class here. It doesn't have anything other than our basic class structure, which we will put an updated notice here. I can't figure out how to change this message. It's been here forever. But we'll just have our basic on enable methods and such. Public void on enable and public void on disable. Probably gonna be like a PvP based minigame with like kill streaks. That's what I'm thinking right now. Let's also add our plugin.yml. So plugin.yml. We're going to name this name. That's going to be minigame. Minigame, we're going to call this snapshot 1.0. Yep, that should work. We're going to say main. That'd be whatever your package name is. So for us, it's going to be this here. And then main class name is main, version is 1.0, and we're not going to have any commands. We are going to say author is me for now. Author Trollz YT. And now that we've done that, you can see it all appears here. If we go back into that class, we also have the plugin.yml that appeared here. And it wants me to put a space there. Sure, why not? Boom. So if we go back into here, and okay, I don't know why that's there. We have all these things up here that we really don't need. So we're gonna uncheck all these. We don't need any of the .idea things. because that's this IML file I don't think we need. No, I don't think you're not going to need that unless you're using IntelliJ. So now what we're going to say is we're going to say summary and description. So we're going to say this is our commit message. If you haven't worked with Git before, so make sure you have an account on GitHub because that's what we're using, obviously. And then go ahead and title this like created project version 1.0, and then added, and then we did just description. Actually, here we're gonna do this. We're gonna say episode 20. This is episode 20, I believe. Episode 20, part. Yeah. So we're just gonna name this episode 20. We're also gonna put this dash here, and put Tuesday. So 9 slash what is it? 8/15. At, and then the time is going to be 7 p.m. PST. Created project version 1.0. So that's what we have there, and we go ahead and say commit to master. So now that we've done that, you can see it's committed, but I don't think it's published. So go ahead and hit publish up here. We're gonna name this oh rip, no, shoot. Well, I guess I just named it core. So if we go ahead and view on GitHub here, we go ahead and right click and view on GitHub. It's gonna take like 14 hours to load, but we will get there eventually. And you can see, can we just delete these because these are annoying? No, we can't, unfortunately. Is there any way to, oh, okay. Boom, actually. Ignore. Okay, we just have to ignore these. Ignore dot, okay, let's just ignore all the .xml files. Now, if you ever want to get these back, of course, you can just remove all this. Yeah, okay. So now you can see we have source, we got all that, we have, yeah, so here's our commit message. So it appears episode 20 and all that. We have it under my account, that's where it's going to be. So what you want to do is, I'm actually going to go ahead and, I guess, make another GitHub account really quickly. And what we're going to do with that GitHub account is go ahead and show you guys how to make like a pull request. Oh, rip. Hopefully that didn't appear on the screen. Let's go ahead and say github.com, and I know you guys can't see this, but whatever. So github.com, and then what you want to do is, I don't want you to have my info, sorries. Alright, username, we're just going to set this to be like the Trollz 2 or something. The Trollz YT at off@gmail.com. Password, we're going to have the password here. Boom, okay. And create account. So now we're here, we're going to choose free because this is going to be an open source project. And now we don't need that. We can go ahead and search GitHub. Just go ahead and save that. And if we go ahead and copy this link here and go to github.com/all this, we can go ahead and go under pull requests, and we can make a new one here. So you can see, yep, compare master, yep, okay. So now you can, let's see here. I guess you can do a fork request here. You can see this is taking all the code and making it into your own project, I believe. So now if we pull request, oh yeah, there we go, okay. So pull request, fork, yep, okay. So if we reload this page, there we go, so you can see fork request. If we head over to this, I don't really care about all this. If we head to core, we can actually, let's go ahead and add a readme. Hashtag, we're gonna say minigame series, and boom, yep, commit. So this is added our readme.md here. And I think if we, yeah, so you can see we got our get ignore going. If we synchronize it, I think, I don't know what we, okay, hold on, let's see. Let's go ahead and say sync. So now that we sync it, as soon as it finishes all this stuff here, Yeah, master. Okay, there's our readme. So you can see we did all that via this. We did it on GitHub and it appeared here. So what you can actually do, and I'm not really 100% sure how to do this, but I think let's pop back over to Opera. We can go pull requests, new pull request. There we go. Okay, I think it was already here though. Right. Okay. Well, let's actually go to your profile here. Okay, core. And now in here we can we go settings? No. I think this is our, yeah, this is our core thing here. So if we go ahead, and if we were signed in on GitHub here, and we can mirror the project, like we can, I'm pretty sure there's some way to download it or whatever. If we hit pull request here, yeah, so you would do this pull request button, and then it would, yeah, okay, and then you'd be able to modify the code. So if there's any issues in the code and you want to try and help out, or you want to do something with the code, this is how to do that. But if you just want to watch it and copy the code, all the code will be mirrored here. And we can actually just go ahead and close that out now because we don't need it anymore. See, we have source and all that, and we did that all in 11 minutes. So that's pretty cool. Now what we can do is we can actually add some stuff into this MD file directly on our computer, because it's syncing from GitHub onto our computer. So you can set this up with any computer. It doesn't need to be a Mac, Windows, doesn't need to be anything. You can just go ahead and sync it. And what we can do with that is we can, well, we can use that and send files from our computer to GitHub as well. So what we can do is we can say, in this minigame series, we're going to say, started on 9/8/15, 15, whoops, in episode 20. And if we put a hashtag here, that'll make it bigger, but I don't want to do that. We'll just put a star, I guess. And now what we can say is like license, and then something like this. We'll put this in bold though. Steal it all, because it is an open source project. Now if we go ahead and head over to GitHub, sync. There we go. So you can see readme.md, this was added here, and you can see it highlights in green, and over here too what was added and what was already there. So that'll be useful for code, and if there's ever an error with our plugin, then we can actually play around with it a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and say 9/8/15 at 7:04 p.m. PST. Commit to master. And now, boom, we can reload this. You can see this still has that, but if we head over to here, and we refresh again. Hold on, let's see. Do we have to push it? I think we have to push it still. Sync. There we go. And now you can see, boom. Refresh again. There we go. And see, we made all this here, and it made a bullet point because we used an asterisk. And now if we actually check in contributors, I forgot about this. If you fork it, then you can see, oh no, that's just for me, it looks like. But yeah, I'll play around with it a little bit more and figure out how you guys can start working with it. I'm not entirely sure how you can do that, but yeah, we'll figure it out. And yeah, you can go ahead and clone it in desktop or download this. I would just download this and then clone in desktop and get that set up. But yeah, so that was our tutorial, or our startup on this minigame series. I'm sorry we didn't do any like coding related things, but I did want to set up this repository and get all that going, because that is a crucial part of this this series. And I will start doing all the, what's it called, all the imports and all that, like the Java and whatever else we use for this soon. And that should be next episode, and I don't know when that'll come out, but it should be soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Bukkit Coding. Thank you for letting the series go for 20 episodes and not completely dissing it or whatever. But yeah, 20 episodes. Let's make a mini game, and it's gonna have some cool stuff in it. So yeah, I think that's really about it. So thanks for watching. Take care.